And you want this as a regular order?
That's right, yeah. Never had a paper delivered before. Usually get them all at the betting shop.
Well, if you carry on like this, I shall have to take on extra staff to cope with it.
Eh?
Young Becky's been in and all, eyeing up the magazines, seeing what she can slip on your bill.
Yeah. Well, Becky won't be getting all her own way. Not under my roof.
Not the easiest to cope with, teenagers, as you'll find out. They are stopping, I take it.
Look, I know I haven't got the best track record when it comes to stable relationships, but, well, this is one that I really want to make a go of. Not just for my sake.
And I hope it works out, love.
Yeah, thanks, Rita. It's nice to know that someone takes me seriously around this place. See ya.
See you.
All right, mate. Andy, still there then, I see. I take it you mean Claire.
Well, who else? And they said it wouldn't last, eh? Just them, thanks, Rita. Sorry you're not going to be able to retire on it.
How's your mum? Has she settled in a new place?
Well, as settled as she can be, I think. I mean, it's not like having her own house. But like you say, it's her place, isn't it? You know, it's funny. All them years under the same roof, and then all of a sudden we're all playing musical chairs.
Eh?
Well, except my dad, obviously, he's staying put.
Are you moving out and all?
Yeah, I know we've had a few false starts, but this time I think it's definitely on. And Anne's had the offer accepted on the house, and it's too big for one.
Oh, well, by heck, I don't know what's getting into it, fellas round here. What's give you all this sudden urge to pair off? Is it something they're putting in water?
I don't know, but I'm not complaining. See you later.
Yeah.
See you, right?
Hope you weren't including me in that.
Oh, well, what's all this about you and Joyce Smedley?
Why is it a fella can't spend a couple of days in a lady's company without it stirring up all sorts of mucky thoughts?
Oh, since when have you been so touchy about your reputation all of a sudden?
It's not my reputation I'm bothered about, it's Mrs. Smedley's. What sort of a woman does it make her out to be, all this smutty talk? It's not like that at all.
See you. All right, I admit it. If he had really tried it on, I don't think I would have said no.
Well, I suppose some people might think Alec Gilroy's a good couch.
I'm not looking for a catch. I was solely upset about him having to pay for everything after all them extras I ran up.
Yeah, but you didn't know he had to pay. I'd have done the same if I'd have thought it were a freebie.
Aye, well, he did have to pay, didn't he? And he wouldn't take a penny.
Well, he can afford it.
That's not the point, Vera. There must be some way of thanking a fella without hopping into bed with him.
We can say that again. Our Jack would rather have a big dollop of fry-up put in front of him any damn week.
That's a thought.
I don't think Alec Gilroy's into fry-ups.
No, but he's very partial to a nice bit of lamb.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear it. If you've got two machinists down because of that. But there's naught I can do about it, is there?
Yes, well, I just wanted you to be aware of the situation, Ida. We still have to keep the work rate high, even if we are short-staffed.
Well, perhaps you'd be better off talking to them that's not pulling the weight, like Dolly Daydream over there.
Oh, yes, I'm telling everybody. Hey, now, just think on, will you? If we pull down on this one, it's all our jobs on the line. Trisha, have you got a problem with your machine?
No, it's fine.
Right, can you get on then?
I was just thinking, what sort of a life have I got? What have I got to look forward to? It doesn't add up to much. I mean, I can hardly manage to keep me and Jamie on what I am. What's going to happen when baby comes along and all?
Well, I'm sure Jack and Vera won't let you starve. You know how much that baby means to Vera.
If I could just get word to Terry that I were pregnant. Oh, he'd be back like a shot, I know he would. Life would be a sight different then. Got a good job, he has, prospects. He's out on the road a lot, you see, with his job. Can be away for weeks on end.
Well, there you go then. There's time yet, isn't there?
Yeah, of course there is.
When you think what that poor lad's been going through these last few months.
You're not justifying what he did.
No, I'm not. No, I won't forget what he's put us through in a hurry. No, but I mean, what matters now is that we treat him right and give him a chance to get back to normal as soon as possible.
Well, I can't give him his paper round back.
Oh, I don't think he wants it.
If you want that delivering on a regular basis, I can put it on your papers.
Oh, yeah, well, I reckon Betty might have something to say about that. No, I'll just pick it up as I want it.
Is Sir Mavis back yet, Rita?
No, still at Cash and Carry.
Oh, well, when she gets back, will you say I'll be in the Rovers with Norris, if she care to join us?
I will.
Oh, Derek, you know that article we were talking about soil analysis in magazine?
Yes, what about it?
Well, I've got it. You can have it when I've read it.
Oh, thanks, Billy.
I was sorry to hear about Alf.
himself?
Yeah, the way things have turned out for him over that street naming. I mean, Norris is saying he's called it a day, that he can't find anything suitable to put his name to.
Well, I'm not sure he's given up entirely.
Well, I must say I'm surprised. Councillor, ex-mayor. I should have thought he could swing summit. Especially as he's a square dealer and all.
I hardly think that's got anything to do with it.
Oh, come on, Derek. They got the whole town sewn up between
Are you
them.
suggesting that anyone would use their association with the fraternity for personal gain?
Oh, come on, Derek. They must get something out of it. Fred Elliott's not the type to do something for now.
No, I'm sorry, Rita. I must protest. No one gives more freely of their time and resources than the square dealers, with nothing but the good of the community at heart.
Oh, since when have you become president of the Square Dealers fan club, Derek?
Ever since he got wind of a vacancy, eh, Derek?
Put me a copy of that magazine to one side, will you, Rita? I'll buy me own.
Well, it's not my fault, is it? The flipping thing's been up blink all morning.
And no one is blaming you, Ida. Now, would you please take over Melanie's machine?
And what's she going to say when she gets back? You know we don't like other folks using his machine.
And I don't like seeing folk idle when we have a delivery date to meet.
I was told it'd be all right to come down.
Yeah, it's fine. No, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here.
Oh, does Mr. Baldwin know that you're...
No, he doesn't, but I did try and contact him.
Well, he is due at any time, so...
I know.
Is there anything that we can do for you?
Well, carry on. Don't let me interrupt. I'll just inspect the shop end of the operation. If that's okay with you.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I take it you're the supervisor here?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
And I didn't even know you were working here.
Well, there's no reason why you should, really, is there?
True.
Stephen, well, why didn't you tell me you're on the way?
I didn't know myself till this morning. I had a few meetings which were cancelled, so here I am.
But I didn't even know you were coming over.
Well, I wasn't until yesterday, so I didn't have time to work out a proper itinerary. But listen, I'm pushed this morning. Maybe we can meet up towards the end of the week, and I really gotta talk to you.
Oh, well, let's find somewhere quiet, shall we?
Now what's up?
Nothing.
Come off it. He just turns up without telling a soul, not even Baldwin.
There weren't any problems.
You think he's going to tell you, do you?
She hasn't been here very long.
No, she hasn't. But you don't have to worry about Sally. She's got what it takes.
Yeah, I got that impression.
Do you want some coffee?
Great. Decaf if you got it.
Russell, sup a couple of coffees, will you, Viv?
Yes, Mr.
One of them decaf. So, what's the problem?
There's no problem. As long as you can continue to produce the quality I'm looking for on time, it's fine by me. But tell me, how flexible can you be here?
Flexible?
I've just been let down by one of my suppliers, a big one, and I'm desperate to find more production capacity. Can you handle any of it?
Joyce has gone, I take it?
Yeah, half an hour since.
Here, well, it's something special.
What?
You know that you wanted her for?
No, Vera, it wasn't.
Oh, right, well, I'll tell her then when I see her that you were looking for her.
I was not looking for her. Good heavens, I can't make a casual inquiry about anyone now without you lot turning it into a romance.
Yeah, but you were looking for her.
Yes, because if she was still here, I was going to ask her to do one or two things for me this afternoon.
All right.
I'm talking cleaning, Vera. Because she's not here, I shall just have to leave her a note at my place, and you can read into that what you like.
So they say. Now what?
Alec's right, you know. You're nothing but an old romantic at heart.
Romantic, me? How can I be romantic? Been married to our Jack for nearly 40 years.
Oh, it was a fateful day when we two met up. But you know that already. I've told you often enough. Yes, you have. And you've said on numerous occasions, if ever I could think of a way for you to repay me...
£2,000 worth of new business.
This vacancy in the Square Dealers...
We've had this stock for months, you know. I thought we'd never shift it.
Look, I'd just like to remind you, if I were to receive an invitation, I'd be only too happy.
Angela's fault? Of course. She was the one who ordered it.
And I think I'd go so far as to say it's the one ambition I have left.
But thanks to your initiative and my powers of persuasion, we have pulled off a minor miracle. Another drink?
Listen.
Same again, is it?
Didn't you tell us you were coming?
I didn't have time.
Hey, Stephen. How long are you with us?
This time next week.
Oh, great. Nice to see you again.
I'm going upstairs.
Did I call it a bad time?
No! We're always delighted to see you.
Hey, listen, don't run away. I might be able to put the smile back on your face. Now, you remember how you said you wanted to see Canada?
Yeah?
Well, I've been thinking. I'm here for a week, and then I fly home, and I got a couple days off when I get back. So why don't you all come back with me?
Honest?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Mum!
I said no! Don't think we're not grateful. It's out of the question.
Who cares about school?
You should.
Oh, and you're the only one we have to worry about in this house, are you? What about David and Sarah Lou?
They'll only be for 2 weeks.
And how am I supposed to get off work? I mean, just walk out on Alma? And Martin, he's going to get 2 weeks off work?
It's got nothing to do with school or work. You know it.
Oi. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause a problem. Seemed like a good idea at the time. I guess when you don't have a family of your own, you don't think.
Any other time we'd have jumped at the chance.
Look, if it's the cost you're thinking about, you don't need to worry. I've crossed the Atlantic so many times, my frequent flyer points are an embarrassment. I'd get you the tickets for next to nothing, and you'd spend very little when you're out there.
Thanks, Stephen, but I'm afraid the answer still has to be no.
What you got? That's just some shopping for me, Mum. Oh, ain't he a good boy? Well, go on, get her for me before I lose change. No, Rod. You're not stopping here. It's not your world. Push off, will you? Find someone your own age.
Becky?
Hi.
Hiya. New job?
No, I've been to see my solicitor about the divorce.
How's it going?
Well, it's not something I'd like to go through every day of the week.
No.
No need to ask how your love life's going.
Complicated.
Was there ever any other way?
Well, it'd be all right if it was just me and Claire, but it isn't. There's Becky to think of and all.
Always were the considerate one, weren't you? Any girl you took a fancy to, first thing that came into your head were the effect it'd have on the families. Eh, Des?
Who's that? I don't know. I do. You still here? Who is it then? She was his fancy piece. Des? Yep. Him and her. Acted they were. That's why she's getting a divorce. He's making it up. I am not. My mum told me lots about them two. Shut up. Why? Jamie. What?
Tonight? Well, if you can manage to tear yourself away from that girlfriend of yours.
Be a big favour to me if you can, Andy. I'll owe you one.
Oh, now who can turn down an offer like that, eh?
So you'll come in then?
I'll be glad to, Vera.
Right.
I appreciate that, thanks.
Not half as much as I do.
Nothing wrong, is there?
Wrong?
Between you and that girlfriend of yours.
No, why?
Well, I mean, you're in here at dinner on your own. You jump at the chance of working tonight.
Well, she happens to be having dinner with the boss. And as for tonight, well, I need the money. It's as simple as that. We both do. Now we've got our own place.
Your own place?
Yeah. Anne's put an offer in on this house and it's been accepted. So, any spare work you've got, go in here and I'll jump at the chance. You know, it's a nightmare having responsibility, isn't it?
Summer talk?
No. I was just thinking, when I were his age, I had it all to look forward to and all. I just hope he ain't as disappointed with the way things turn out.
How did you go on at the solicitor?
Oh, she wouldn't commit herself. But I put my case. So she writes to Jim's solicitor, who writes to Jim. Then they all take the cut, which bangs up the costs even further.
Yeah, it's more likely to get a result than talking to Jim direct, though. I mean, he's not exactly going to be over the moon, is he, when he finds you want more money?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be around when he does. I've got next week off, so I'm going to go to my mum's. I just need to get away. I'm time to think about where I'm going.
You know where you're going. You've got a good job, somewhere new to live. You've got your own life.
I know I keep telling myself that. But until this divorce is over, I can't even start to believe it.
So why did he do it? No. Why do kids do half the daft things they do, eh? Because he's 15, thinks he's grown up, knows it all. Won't give a monkeys what he puts other folk through. Do you know, at one point we even thought he was dead. Imagine what that did to Gail.
I am sorry. I had no idea.
You weren't so no.
Nah, it's a foolish thing to do. To mention it in front of him, I should have had a word with you and Gail first.
Oh, Stephen, forget it. All I'm saying is it's going to be a long time before he gets what he wants again.
If this hadn't happened to Nicky, would you have taken me up on it?
Snap your hand off. Although, well, it wouldn't have been next week. We would have had to make arrangements and that.
Well, why don't you think about it?
Because of...
No, listen, hear me out. Now, I know it's taken me half a lifetime to get to know my sister, but now that I do, I feel like I've known you guys forever, and this is getting to me.
What do you think it's doing to us?
I can see that. And not only you and Gail and Nick, but the others as well. You need a break, Martin. You gotta get right away from here for a while. All of you.
Thanks for getting in on time, Becky. We can all have tea together tonight.
I'm trying to watch this.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Did you go to the market?
Yeah, I did.
Any problems with the in-laws?
No, I told you there wouldn't be. You've time to get changed if you want to.
Yeah, right. All right, Bex. Had a good day?
My name's Becky.
I think I will go and get changed.
And if you must know, I've had a terrible day. And it's all his fault.
Mine?
You don't want me here at all. You just want me mum. You just want to get her into bed.
Becky.
It's true. I don't want to stop here. How do you think I feel hearing that the man my mother's moved in with slept with half the women down the street?
Hang on.
No, it's because of him that Mrs. McDonald's getting a divorce. Ask him. Go on. Ask him.
Joyce.
Alec.
What are you doing here? Hey, something smells good.
Well, you've caught me out. I wasn't expecting you.
Caught you out? You're not entertaining your pals, are you?
I've cooked you your dinner. Roast lamb with all the trimmings.
Why?
I wanted to thank you for the holiday.
Look, I told you, it was on me.
All those extras weren't, and you wouldn't take a penny. So, well, I wanted to do something.
What can I say?
Just enjoy it. The roast potatoes and the lamb are ready any time. Vegetables will be about 10 minutes. Now, I can stay and dish it out if you like, or I could leave you to it.
Leave me to it, eh? Gone to all this trouble, and you don't expect me to eat on my own.
Suppose it will run to 2, at a pinch.
So I'm a liar?
I'm not responsible for the breakup of the McDonald's marriage.
Oh, but you're not denying that you know rat, are you?
That is none of your business, Becky.
Yeah, it is. If you think he can take the place of my father, then that is very much my business. And I don't want him near me, and neither should you. Not now you know what sort of man he is.
Sit down, Becky.
I don't mean be in the same room as you.
I said sit down. You've had your say, now you're going to listen to me.
Are you going to let him talk to me like that?
Sit down.
Liz McDonald's marriage broke up because of that husband of hers. The way he treated her.
And you didn't have a relationship with her, I suppose?
It was long after the rot had set in for those two. It didn't go as far as you think. I'm not saying it wouldn't have, if she was willing, but she wasn't. Anyway, that's not the point.
Yeah, it is. It shows what sort of man you are.
Yes, it does. A perfectly normal one. Before I met your mum, I had relationships. Plenty of them. Drifted from one to another. But all that's changed. What happened in the past is history. You and your mum are the only women in my life now. And that's the way I want it to stay.
Do you know, I can't remember the last time I enjoyed an evening as much as this.
Oh, thanks very much. What about when we were away?
Oh, that was different. I mean, here. Because usually once I shut that front door, that's it. There's a barrier a mile wide between me and the outside world. Oh, I know there are folk who envy me, no one to answer to, master of my own destiny and all that, but there are times when you fancy a bit of company. You know, someone to talk to.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. Since our Gary and Judy moved out, I've been rattling around my place like a pea in a drum. If it weren't for Scamper. Hey, have you thought about getting a dog?
Oh, no. Mind you, it wouldn't be fair, would it? I mean, out at work all day and living in this place.
Yeah, they are a bit tiring. But they are there for you when you get home.
I'm sorry, Joyce. I wasn't thinking. Here's me keeping you gassed, and you obviously want to get back to him.
Oh, no, he's all right with our Judy. She'll keep him as long as I like. Oh, all night if I don't pick him up.
Well, look, I'll tell you what. Let's have one for the road, and then we'll call it a day.
Another drink? Another drink and you'll not get rid of me. The longer I stay here, the more comfortable I get.
Ah, well, I'll not twist your arm. Shall I order a taxi?
Oh, no. There's no need. If I'm going, I might as well go now and pick him up. Thank you, Alec. It was a lovely evening.
The pleasure was entirely mine, believe me. Joyce, why don't you take this? Give it to your daughter and her husband. It's a shame to waste it.
Oh, we can't go on like this, Gail. Walking on flipping eggshells every minute he's in the house. I mean, it's getting to the other two and all, you know.
You don't have to tell me, Martin.
And, well, Stephen does have a point, doesn't he? I mean, if we went over there, give us all a break, put it out of all of our minds, so then when we came back, hopefully, we could make a fresh start.
Getting a drink.
See much of you tonight?
Not complaining, are you?
No, just asking.
Been on the computer, if you must know. Not a crime, is it?
Look, if this is about Canada...
I don't want to talk about it.
Perfectly good reason for saying no to Stephen this morning. I mean, for one thing, we can't just drop everything.
Oh, you could if you wanted. But you don't want to because you're trying to get at me. Stopping me doing what I want to do. It's like you always do. Like you stopped me working in the garage.
That was in your own interest.
Get offered a trip to Canada for the whole family. And you turn it down just to get at me. That is weird, Mum. Really weird. You wonder why I ran away.
Nick!
Oh, just let him go.
You know, this is driving me up the wall. It's not just him we're punishing, it's all of us.
So what do you want me to do? Just go up there and tell him we're going to Canada?